My people, my people, my people. Sorry, my heart is beating. I love you. On November 17th, 2021, at 10:13 p.m., I was holding a newborn baby girl in both of my hands. With these two hands, cradling this new human, eyes tightly shut, these beautiful, flowery, full cheeks. Her breathing was squeaky and serene. You know how it is with newborns. She was blissfully unaware that she had arrived in a pandemic-ravaged, highly polarized world. As I cradled her, I wondered what world she would see when she would finally open her eyes. I also knew that her father would be bringing her to Cambridge in 8 months to start on a graduate degree program that would be equal parts immersive, engaging, and challenging. This kiddo was headed to the Northeast to become a hardcore New England sports fan just like her Baba. I was holding my firstborn daughter. We named her Delilah Iman Fox Syed. Yes, her last name is hyphenated because she draws from two identities that have oftentimes been in open conflict with each other. You see, Delilah is half Jewish and half Muslim. A child of possibilities of the world we may yet build. Her father comes from the Sufi Muslim tradition with a family tree that traces itself directly to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Muslim as Muslim can be. Her mother is 99% Ashkenazi Jew, Jewish as Jewish can be. And yet, Delilah exists. At the Kennedy School, our motto is ask what you can do. That was something that carried even more weight as I held my own child, my firstborn, part of the very next generation. I thought, what sort of world was Delilah going to walk in as a child that was half Jewish, a Jewish mother, and with a Muslim father? Like a lot of my peers, I came to Harvard inspired to look at some of the most complex problems facing our world, and like my peers, I felt the tremendous responsibility of doing my part. Asking ourselves what we can do, how we can do it, with whom we can do it with and for. These are the questions steeped in moral courage and purpose we have wrestled with these last 2 years. I learned that our work will require moral courage, a call to action that Professor Cornell Brooks at the Kennedy School resoundingly sounded to my class during orientation week. He implored us to imagine a world of greater justice, equity, and representation, and inclusion beyond the frontiers of the current reality. I challenge my peers to infuse their wildest, most courageous moral imagination into the change we want to see in this world. We've also learned that our work will require tethering ourselves to our purpose, our why, to fully explore who we want to be in this lifetime before we think about what we are going to do. If we are to be the community leaders who will help this world solve some of the most complex intergenerational problems, I urge my peers to imbue their leadership in integrity, humility, and the sort of bridge building that will allow us to talk to each other despite not agreeing on everything. Complex problems like climate change, and they'll hit non-white communities harder, we know this, will require inhabiting lived realities very different from ours. My call to action to my peers is to stay true to your own desire to serve your communities, to be stubborn in your resolve, to throw yourself deeper into giving of yourself to something greater than yourself. We came to this institution anchored in the communities and the dreams they represent, our ancestors. Let today be the day we refortify the anchor of connectedness to our ancestors, to our communities, and our peoples. Delilah's middle name, Iman, given by my father, means Belief. Belief that a half Jewish, half Muslim child can symbolize peaceful coexistence, a shared future for Muslims and Jews alike with equal value for life. It is my belief, my iman, that our work is only beginning, that everything in this institution has readied us to become who we are well on our way to becoming, out there in the real world. And our ways, each of them, will be very different, with their own rich challenges, triumphs, and learnings. And we're ready for it, believe me. As for me, the question of what I'm going to be doing next keeps coming up. I think we're all getting that question. Being an amazing father to Delilah is the first and most natural answer. But like my peers, asking myself what I can do will be a lifelong question. Asked repeatedly, answered consistently. That is what it should mean to be a graduate of this institution. With the same hands that I held Delilah with on that November night, these hands. For as long as I live, I'll serve my purpose, to bring people together, to hold hands, to hold hearts, to hold complexity, to hold space, to hold the preciousness of human life, of all faiths and backgrounds equally, as tenderly and as steadily as I hold my daughter in my heart at this moment. And I believe you all, my peers, will do the same. That is my belief. That is my iman. Thank you, and God bless you all.